Hey guys, a little bit of E3 coverage. Yes, we here at Code Equestria did that a couple years ago, and now I'm back to do it again. I just came out of watching the EA press conference known as EA Play. So, here's my quick thoughts on it, and if you haven't seen it or haven't seen any of the trailers, some of them were even leaked before the conference even started, and you don't want to be spoiled, this is your chance to back out and not care. Otherwise, I'm going to tell you everything that was at the conference and my thoughts on it. The biggest and immediate thing was Titanfall Part D, a game that I personally reviewed on this channel with actual footage from the game. Just go back into the Katic Reviews playlist, or I might even leave a link in the description back for that special trailer back then. Special review back then, which, by the way, I scored it relatively highly. The first thing you'll note is a single-player campaign has been added to Titanfall 2, highly demanded and now highly delivered. Respawn plans to, in their words, not mine, explore the relationship between Titan and Pilot, which has me intrigued. Seeing sword gameplay and even some high-flying acrobatics, but it's in the multiplayer that it really stands out. Multiplayer looks relatively unchanged, with the Spectres actually being smarter and having more combat abilities, as well as Titan-style takedowns and different effects. There are, according to EA, 6 brand new Titan models. So, throw out the old Titans, it's time to meet the new Harmony 6. Or could we call them the Disharmony 6, seeing that they're here to bring pain. The biggest and most important part of it is the game releases on October the 28th for everything next gen. Yes, even PlayStation 4 players get to join in on the Titan fun. The single player trailer and the multiplayer trailer were the things that got me the most excited in terms of the major franchises at EA Play. Considering I've been looking forward to the next installment of Titanfall, you can call me colorly impressed. I give Titanfall kind of a B- in terms of its overall presentation. Well done. In terms of the other things at the press conference, they talked Star Wars a bit, referencing the fact that they have 3 games currently going, but here's the thing that is the giant red flag for me. 4 Star Wars games, all being developed by their own studios. Visceral's working on one, BioWare's working on another, EA and DICE are working on the sequel to Battlefront. Man, that was quick. And another Star Wars game is being developed as a big long-term adventure game, which they showed test footage of, which perked my interest, but not enough to really get me excited. See, I've got a confession to make. I hate Star Wars. I hate everything about it. I hate the universe, I hate its story, and I hate how big it's gotten. And all this showed from EA is how much they're milking that damn cow over at Disney. Although, the game from BioWare has me intrigued, because could it be a true sequel to Knights of the Old Republic? And the game that they actually showed footage for also has me a bit intrigued. But I'm not looking forward to Battlefront 2. Hell, I didn't even play my 6-hour trial of the first one. And whatever's down the pike for Visceral, we got zero information. So practically, I have to give all the Star Wars stuff a D- on the fact that they didn't show anything, let alone the fact on a personal level, I'm just not interested in it. It's nothing that I can really get excited about. As for the sports games, of course, Madden and FIFA took display, and it looks like Madden's going into being an esport. Big time. And it looks like EA Sports in general is going into esports big time. This was not really surprising that they were going to make this move. And I'll be honest, I may take part in a couple of the Madden tournaments for Madden 17. I'm not looking to win money, I just want to participate. Because it might be something cool. Although, with Madden 17, they didn't show any of the new features on the floor, which has me really disappointed, so I have to give them an F. Show me something from the actual game, and you got me talking. Although the esports is intriguing. We'll see how it goes. As for FIFA, however, they introduced a single-player story mode known as The Journey. Taking a page from NBA 2K's My Career mode, you're playing as a young upstart soccer prodigy looking to play for the big teams and managers in the Premier League and the ups and downs that comes with it. This is really intriguing. FIFA is the only sports game outside of NBA 2K and WWE 2K to have a career mode story-based single-player mode in their game. But it wasn't all that they showed. They showed that there's brand new defensive AI, attacking animations, off-ball physics, and more ways to control the game, as well as actual Premier League managers have been put in the game to bring forth more emotion and depth. FIFA is the most impressive thing they showed at this conference, and for it to be the biggest sports game in the world, it's starting to show on a year-in, year-out basis that it's proving it. An A- from me for FIFA. But then, the conference took a startling turn with the return of one of my most beloved franchises. No gameplay, which is the key words for the EA press conference. It was called EA Play, but there was no gameplay. There was a bunch of nice looking trailers on display, the nicest of which being that of Mass Effect Andromeda. The fourth game in the Mass Effect series has never looked better and has never had a more broader scope, as the scope is outlaid for us. We are now the aliens looking to advance into a strange new galaxy. It's more Star Trekian than ever. And I can't wait. The footage looked incredible. And to tell you the truth, I wasn't expecting any gameplay whatsoever. And please, BioWare, continue not to show any gameplay. I love you for it. So continue to let the other sheep down and continue to let the game, when everybody gets it, speak for itself. A B+ for Mass Effect Andromeda. But also, not to be outdone, the indie games also showed up in the form of a new game called Fee, made from the new EA Originals branch. Taking a page from Unravel, this platformer 3D style has you playing as a young, mysterious forest cub, looking for the history of his own birth and tribe while going through a mysterious forest, learning to communicate with it with every step of the way, while also keeping an eye out for these creatures that want to silence and destroy the forest using stealth, clever platforming, and with no directional compass. You're able to create your own journey through this mysterious Swedish-made forest. It's one of the best looking games that they showed off a ton of gameplay for, but also is the most intriguing title of the bunch. Fee may not be worth much of a fee, but trust me, it may be worth it, just like Unravel is to so many different people. Fee's got my eyes engaged, and that's why it's got the A+ of the show. If only it will play so good. Keep up the good work, guys, and I can't wait to see your game become alive, because you really got something here. But of course, I would be remiss without bringing up Battlefield 1, a game that will come out 1 week before Titanfall 2 on October 21st. Currently going on is a live stream of Battlefield 1's multiplayer mode, so you're probably out checking that out. But they did show what seems to be a single player trailer with some gameplay. The biggest Battlefield ever asked for bigger maps, bigger action, and more things to play with than ever before. For as Battlefield goes into an uncharted part of history to make a unique experience come alive. Once again, the gameplay was saved for the live stream, at least for the multiplayer, but I'll be darned if the trailer wasn't impressive. Points off though for the Kanye West. Come on, why does everybody have to use that? C+ for Battlefield 1. All in all, EA Play lacked the actual people playing. It was more of teases of things to come rather than the delivery of actual work being done in terms of gameplay. No real gameplay was shown off to impress you. It was just a bunch of trailers, which for me wasn't a letdown because that's exactly what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting gameplay for any of these games. So I had a different view of going into this press conference than many would have. But all in all, it was an okay show, with the trailers being impressive and a few funny bits on stage, but not enough that I can wholeheartedly recommend that it was a good watch. Titanfall 2 and Faye were the most impressive parts of the show, but all the other games that they showed trailers for showed a lot of promise, especially this year's FIFA. It might have just sold me on a soccer game, and I don't like soccer. Unfortunately, that doesn't save the press conference though. A D- for EA's press conference. Bring some more actual games if you're going to talk about what we're going to play. Until the next video about Bethesda's press conference. That will come early tomorrow morning. I am Nirvana Sparkle. Find peace in your own Nirvana. And if you have thoughts on EA's press conferences, leave them down here. And stay tuned for my thoughts on the other press conferences over the next couple of days. It's video games' biggest season, and Code Equestria is here to talk about it. See you later.